Dear Diary, still kicking. It's been 39 and a half years since I saw home. I miss all the homemade pie and art lessons from Uncle Grandpa. Uncle Gramps, as we called him. Uncle Gramps. Hope everybody is doing okay. Antarctica is cold. Very cold. But I still manage to get some art done. Friends, today is August 13th, 2027. I mean, 2025. And we're here because we have to be. We're here because we must. And because there isn't, without us, there wouldn't be a must. There wouldn't be much hope. There wouldn't be much of anything. But yeah. Perfect. Okay. And everybody knows that we need hope in order to sort of get by in this weird ass world, right? A little bit of hope. Whoa, that's a nod, right? Yeah? The camera's nodding, I think. What am I writing? I was writing in my diary. It says, Dear Diary, still kicking. It's been 39 and a half years since I saw home. I miss all the homemade pie and art lessons from Uncle Gramps. Hope everybody's doing okay. Antarctica is cold. Very cold. But I still managed to get some art done. And I was just drawing some art when you said that. And now we're friends. No, it's actually just because the camera is backwards. Yeah. I don't get very political on my channel. Yeah, that's the first thing you should know. What's going on? What is all these words? I can't keep up with all that stuff. Oh, the image is mirrored. Yes, it is. See what I mean? It's really confusing. I don't know why it does that. But I guess I get it. You know? I guess it's okay. As long as somebody's making a profit, I'm cool with it. And then you draw a little tongue and some teeth. Yeah. And then like little cheeks. You can leave the eyes white sometimes, but I think I'm gonna turn them black. I'm just gonna add some glare to those eyes. As if you were looking at this little creature in the dark. It'd be the last thing you wanted to see in the dark, I'll tell you that much. Hi. I'd start running if I were you. And he's going to be wearing a little, maybe it's not PC to say it, I'm not sure what it's even called, a tank top, a wife beater. You know, something like that. He looks happy enough, right? No, it's not Mickey. Very close, though. Very close. Let's see, on the image, and then left. Okay, I think I'm still caught up, right? I didn't miss any messages, did I? Alright. And that's when I bust out this pen. And I really get it going a little bit. Just adds a little bit of color. That way we can all live happily ever after. In a galaxy far, far away. Far, far away from here. Tell me, Forrest, tell me about the birds. Tell me about the shrimp, Forrest. I'm of course talking about Forrest Gump, not my subscriber, Forrest. My friend that... Yeah, I'm drawing this upside down. Why does it... Oh, okay. I guess you guys can see it like that, right? That looks cool. You like trippy stuff. I do. I like tripping on things. I like clutter because I like to... Basically, I like clutter because I like clutter because it's easier to trip on. The cleaner the room, the less chance of tripping out on stuff. So, I first of all, I have ninja-like skills and reflexes. When I fall down, I bounce back up. When I hit the ground, I bounce back up. You can throw me off a 10-foot planet. I mean a building or a cloud. 10-foot. When I say 10 foot, I mean like 10 foot, like off of 100 feet in the air. I'm not good at math, but if I fell from that height, most people would die, but not me. I bounce right back. I bounce like a little baby. Well, they actually learned it when I was a baby. They accidentally dropped me several times. And anyways, what were we on about? Cheekbones and whatnot. There we go. I shouldn't be talking about my childhood. But I was a bouncing baby boy. And I didn't have a purpose. I just bounced my way through life, and it's exactly... And then I question how I got nowhere than I am right now, you know? I'm just like, how did I even get here? It makes no sense. I mean, I know that I walked out here into the garage, and that's how I got here, but on the whole other meaning, the deeper meaning, it gets lost. Do you watch anime? I'm not sure what anime is. Is it some kind of animal? Is it some kind of channel where you can watch animals dancing? What? Anime? I don't know. Your art look a lot like my clothes art and trip visuals, and I love it. Hey, now you're barking up a tree that I peed on. I don't know how that saying goes, but I like that. I respect it, god damn it. Sorry. I don't mean to get so mean. This is just one of my many styles. I have at least, oh man, at least 2 styles. One right after the other. See, let's just add a little blue in there. I like blue. And I like red. I like all the colors, really. That's a little better. I just wanted to make sure I remembered that somewhere in the book of art there was just a savage approach to love. And how cold it is in Antarctica. It gets really cold down here. Hmm? Femin. 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 Hello. Have you ever made a self-portrait? Oh yes. Oh yes, I've made many self-portraits. No, it's just like shows anime. But you can put it on stuff in Demon Slayer. Hello, Donna. Donna Corleone. You know, it's been a while, but you're welcome here anytime, and you know that. You know that, Donna. I would never go against the family, Donna. Please don't tell them that I'm here. Just don't even mention it, and I won't talk about how I saw you the other day at 7-Eleven and what you did. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K, I tell you that much, Donna. Please don't tell them, Donna. I was not here, Donna. Please. No. Okay, I'm fine. I'm better now. Sometimes I just have to let it out. It's a gastrointestinal neurotic. It's all in the brain. It's releasing the gases in my brain, and they come out my ears, and it kind of does stink like farts a little bit, but it smells more like head cheese. Growing up, I never knew what head cheese smelled like until about 3 days ago. And that was a day I wish to forget for the rest of my life, and I'd rather not talk about it. Let's make it Vito. Red. I almost said Mickey. I call him Ricky Rat instead of Mickey Mouse. Ricky Rat. Based on a Modest Mouse tribute band that I was in for 39 years, called Humble Rat. Which is weird because how are you even in a tribute band before the actual band is even a band? But we were there. We knew there was gonna be a band called Modest Mouse, and we went for it. But what I was gonna go for was this. I was gonna add this little, and you just want to add a happy color, whatever kind of color you want. I watched a lot of mobster movies as a child, Donna. I heard Corleone plenty of times. I always liked Italian names like that, and the way that they're pronounced and how they pronounce it. Big fan of humans in general, in broad ways. Sweepingly, swathingly, broadenly ways. But I stop at getting to know people and caring about them on that level because who cares? I like to just like people in general from a distance, out of my peripheral. I like you. You know what I mean? Are you not a human? Well, let's just say that I'm training myself to get ready not to be. As should we all, so say we all. I'm not sure what I'm looking for over here. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's ready. Oh, she's ready. Let's do it. I'm just kidding. It really doesn't have much of a smell. If anything, it smells like blueberry Crayola markers. You know how those used to smell like berries, and you did want to, I remember catching myself in the mirror sucking on those things every once in a while. Those little they tasted like fruit. They tasted like sugary, wonderful fruit. And I went to the hospital several times. Whoa, there are these birds out in the tree outside just going crazy, attacking each other. Oh my gosh, I think one is stealing the other's babies. Oh no, those aren't birds. Whoa, those are humans. They're flying humans. What the? Oh my god, they're over my house now. Weird. Who would have thought? California, man, it's crazy. Lo siento to my Spanish-speaking friends. Just in general. Am I an artist? No. But I play one on TV. No, I was on a show. I was on a TV show for like 6 seasons. I was an extra on a show about an artist. And when I started it, I was kind of young and like an idiot, you know. I didn't really take it seriously, but by the end of it, I had a really big interest in art, and so that's why I kind of like started this channel up again and started just doodling in my spare time. Like, I just started about 3 weeks ago, and I just turned 12 3 weeks ago. So the world is my oyster. My body's changing. My art is changing. I'm already going through periods of my art. I heard Picasso had a period for like 9 years. I'm looking to break that record. Who said men can't have periods, huh? Look at Picasso, mother. He had the you know what I'm saying? God damn. It's kind of gross. I'm sorry. Not gross. I just mean, not something I want to talk about on my channel. I didn't mean to bring it up. Hold still, you little prick. And blue and red together? Give me a break. It's perfect. Best thing you'd want to see all day. Blue and red, laying in bed, next to the horse, next door to the cow, in the ranch and shed. Yeah. Like that, a little bit, you know? He looks like a chum. He looks like somebody you'd want to hang out with. Mickey? Nah. Ricky? Yeah. For the most part. I'll make him an offer he can't refuse. I remember watching the movie Mobsters with Christian Slater, where he plays Lucky Luciano. Luciano. I loved, when I was growing up, me and my brothers and stuff, these dudes were our heroes, like Christian Slater and Corey Haim and Corey Feldman and stuff. We Lost Boys, they were like the coolest kids in the world to us. It's a shame what happened to Corey Haim, man. It's terrible that he passed away. Always felt bad for him. What is it going to be? I know what I could do. I could just add the blue. Did somebody say something naughty? Why would you go and do that? Why would you go and do that? Draw the pawn girl. What does that mean? I don't understand. Daniel Ceratops. Hello, Daniel. Good evening to you. And good art world power to you as well. Did you get the art code? In the mail today, in the slot. It was there. It was waiting. But you never came. Where were you, Daniel? We waited for hours. We finished with our burgers. We ate all the fries. Even drank our sodas in time. You know how long it takes us to eat. We waited for days. And when you finally come, you walk up the street, skipping along doo-dah day. What's up with that, Daniel? Where'd you come from, Daniel? Oh, right, it's 3 a.m. over there. Yeah, I was off just by a few hours. Frick! My bad. I take all of that back. Please, guitar saying. What in the world? Gosh darn it. What are you talking about? I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh, ow. Oh, God almighty. Thank you for your love. Oh, no, not that one. What do you mean? I don't understand. What? Living is giving. Oh, shit. Living is living, oh, giving it all. Giving it all. Living is a part of giving. it all to those around you. I'm stepping in someone's poo on the sidewalk of life. On my way to a movie I don't wanna see, but I'm gonna go see it even though it's a matinee. It's a hell of expensive. Cost me and my buddy $30 to see a goddamn movie in the middle of the day. All I'm saying is that I ain't rich, bitch. I've got it all, but I ain't got dick no more. I don't wanna talk about it no more. I wanna talk about it, fuck about it no more. Oh god, what? Sometimes these cretins just secrete out of me. They're very secretious. They're philosophers as well. And they bury their heads in the sand and make us all beg for our lives, even though we're the ones that dug our own holes. So you can't complain when the wolf comes knocking at the door and grandma doesn't have the shotgun loaded. It's not that funny. Sorry. Just trying to make sense of this cruel world. Donna, what? Back to English. Oh, cool. You guys are speaking North German. Daniel told me that there's 4 kinds of the German language. There's North, South, East, and West, and then there's the middle one, which is like 0.5 or something like that. But there's a different dialect for every single corner of Germany. And there's some underground mines and tunnels in Germany too, where they speak a whole different version of German. And so I see that's what you guys are kind of doing. That's really cool. I just learned all 17 of them the other day. All 17 dialects. Yeah. I'm going to learn the 18th one tomorrow. It's going to be great. I just get these, like, I think they're called Biff notes or something like that. I can learn a language in one afternoon just by looking at a face and listening to a song. Yeah. That's what the Beatles meant when it said come together. They weren't talking about love. They were talking about language. That's awesome. Oh, you ever get an earwig in your pant and it bites you and you just scream oh my god. Okay, let me see here. It goes. I know it does. I probably know more about Germany, German food, German like dogs and cats and stuff. I probably know more about I think it was founded right by Jonathan Germany, back in the 1800s or something. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, Germany's been around for a little bit now, and it's worth pointing out that Jonathan Germany, he passed away in 1987, but he left quite a legacy behind with a beautiful land that he named Germany on his deathbed. So it's important to remember these things and how history really does, go to the victor, essentially. I mean, you can just say whatever you want. Doesn't make it the truth. Not at all. And that's why you got to listen to strangers on YouTube and listen to them in earnest. Listen quite closely. And if you hear them slip once, you change that channel. Don't change the channel. Just listen. You listen very close to them. Very close. Yeah. It goes far back. I know. That's the thing about America. It just doesn't. It goes back a few hundred years. It goes back a ways, but nothing like Europe and just other cultures around the world. I'm so jealous. I would have loved to have lived in a European country, even at least once in my life or something, but because I would have loved to have gone to the different countries around it as well, because I know how it's kind of like where I live right now. There's a lot of little teeny towns by the ocean, and you can drive in like a 20 mile like radius, and like drive through like 10 different little towns. It's really cool. I like that kind of stuff. But Europe is the same. They're all like, all the countries are just right next to each other. But I'm no world expert or nothing. I just know that I love people, and I love people from all over the world. And I think everyone's rad. Everybody has something to bring to the table. And I wish we could do that as humans, just come to the table together. Once and for all. Because when those alien cows come, they're coming home. The cows are coming home. And they are going to probe us. That's probably for a different show. Different audience. Okay. That'll be on my alien probing show. Hey, Terry, when would that one be coming out? Probably this time next week. Oh, okay. Right. Cool. That was Terry, my producer. Yeah, these are great. Where'd you get these, Terry? Your mom's butt. What? Nothing. What? Well, you said something. I heard you. Terry, where'd you go? You don't want to play anymore, huh? Who's playing? Oh, you son of a... Sorry, everybody. Terry is a little bit... He's a little feisty. Oh, how about that? Germany has the most castles, really. I didn't know that. Even more than Dracula. I don't understand what. Even more. Germany. Oh, Germany has more castles than in a word. Gemini, yeah. Gemini, yeah. I just heard it has more castles than anywhere. Bram Stoker, Dracula's castle. Has castles, all of them. All of them. I think we just wrote a new hit. Well, what do you think about that? That's just kind of rude of me to do without even thinking about just doing that kind of stuff. I play like a crying seahorse. Absolutely, I do. Well, that's exactly what I was trying to emulate. I was trying to picture myself as Donovan, as a seahorse, coming out of a male seahorse's butt, being born, born again as a baby seahorse. And the cycle continues, it's just this endless cycle, this cycle, what do you call it? The cycle of love. See what I mean? I wouldn't be doing that with my head, moving it around and stuff if I wasn't feeling the love. And the funk is in the love. Love is in the funk. Sorry, the gasoline is wearing off. What's going on? Jim, okay, got that. Why do I feel like you're a communist or an anarchist? Somewhere on the far left. I don't know. I don't know either. I don't look at sides like that anymore. And I won't be forced to believe in them. I don't believe in things that don't believe in us. I'm my own grub. Think for myself. Do what I want to do. I say what I'll say. I go where I want to go. And I wear what I want to wear. buy eggs just like you. Worried about my friends and my family too. And everyone around us is gonna die someday, someday. And that brings us to that topic too, you know. We're all just ticking time bombs. We're walking headstones already. We're already just weird little advertisements of our own demise. Might as well own it. But I do my best not to one second. Not to kind of got stuck there for a second. Not to this is embarrassing. It's like having the hiccups. Take life too seriously. Because then that would be the day that I really died. I mean, not really, but my mind or something like that. I was trying to be like kind of deep. Didn't think it really hit home. That was the day that I really died. It didn't really do it for me. Can I do it again? One more time. And that would be the day that I, in here, really died. Can't have that. Self-defense mechanisms kick in. And then I erase all my memory and start over the next day as if it were a new one. I love life, and I love you too. And I wish that I could give everybody a big hug, but I have weapons on me. Spikes all over me just in case somebody does randomly hug me. So I have a fear of hugs, so I don't even know why I even brought that up. It makes me think horrible thoughts just thinking about it. But I like bears and just wild animals in general and things like that. I love hugging on them. But maybe that's why I have this fear of it. That's why I wear the sharp clothes, though. It helps me think more clearly. And art helps as well. Tune the guitar? What's that all about? What does that mean? It's like 120 degrees in here, even if I tuned it right before I started playing. And, oh, the tuner is looking at me with a sad face. Oh, no, it's not. It's on and looks normal. I don't understand what the it says tune me on it, and then when I take it off it doesn't say that. What is this? What is it? They Live is on YouTube. It's in their movies if you get it's in their free movies if you were to look it up. These strings are hella old too. You're right, I know, I need to change my strings. And if it wasn't that, it'd be something else. But I know it's mainly that. My poor little guitar. I was just trying to fulfill somebody's dying wishes, oh. And also ruin somebody's dying wish at the same time. Thank you for shedding the light on that. Oh my god. But does anybody else want some tea or something? Anybody? Thank you, Faride. Faraday? I appreciate you. You already died before you were born. Nice move there. Carpenter Films Online. Oh yeah, I could watch, I mean, there was a period where I watched The Thing for weeks straight, every night, because I would just go and work on art or something, you know, on music. And then just to wind down, I would just turn that movie on, and I would just be out in a matter of minutes, because it's just so the movie itself is very claustrophobic, you know, and it's you feel isolated watching it, so it's kind of it's fun to, and it's set in I think it's it's set in Antarctica, so it's kind of funny. Um, but it's cold. It's obviously there's a snow and there's just blizzards and things like that going on, and it makes you just feel good about getting into your under the covers and getting all cozy and watching it or something. Plus the music is super chill, and it puts you in a mood, But it's a messed up movie. Once it gets to a certain point, it's on. But before that, it's like kind of the build up to everything is pretty cool. I want these glasses, watches, and handies. Under the sun, do 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 do. This is my art book. Oh, here we are. On the first day, the art gods created number 2 pencils. Thank heavens. That was a day of days. Oh, that's what it says. This was a day of days. Cool. Chapter 6. Building blocks. Wow. I didn't realize that was under the art in the art family, the art umbrella. Under the art umbrella. It's probably backwards for you, but it says Sharon is Karen. And it's just a doodle of some ladies. But it's just a saying I came up with too. Sharon is Karen. Because she's nice. Maybe that could be that she's nice 1 second, but then I don't know. Maybe not so nice the next second. Maybe I think maybe. And then this one is kind of funny too, and it's worth talking about as well. It says skate and die. There is no or. But you can say it in Yoda's voice. You can go skate and die. There is no or. And he's just happy. He's just kind of skating down the road of life, just chilling, just skating and stuff. Because that's what we do sometimes. So we just skate around and just do our own thing, right? And then we have Paul Bunyan and Fave the Minotaur. I say Minotaur. I'm sure people say Minotaur, but I call it Minotaur. Paul Bunyan and they're eating people and they're monsters. Look at them. And this is a book that I'm putting together for future generations. Hi, there is the... Hey, Rebo, again. Rebo! You're still Dungeons and Dragons I'm still D&D and upcycling. I'm not sure what upcycling is. But I was thinking I might find out. I don't know why I paused like that for so long. Like a deer in the headlights. Okay. Dear Diary. It's my friend's birthday today. She is a wonderful, wonderful birthday girl. She wrote me a letter that held some pretty harsh truths. Now everything is going just ass up every day. Oh my God, what's going on? Anyways, today is another day to prove the voice is wrong. How about that? And then we got the big guy. I'm glad things are back to normal now, because for a second there, I was starting to think that things were starting to go through the roof, and I'm glad they weren't, because I was not prepared for that. Right now, I'd be afraid that if I became like some sort of like YouTube famous, and I was able to like make like at least $300 like every few months or something, it would be prostitutes and drugs and zombies, and it would all be gone within a matter of hours. I'm terrified of what's in here sometimes. Mostly gas. But I do. All the zombies I can buy. All the zombies money can buy. You know what I mean, Germany? You know, you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? No, I'm just being goofy. I never really plan these things out, so what you see is what you get for the most part. It's just fun to kind of just come and on here and mess around, be a dork. I appreciate all the nice words people have been saying. Um, it's kind of it's really really nice that I get so many cool comments and people just because you don't have it's one of those things for me where you don't even have to watch the show but people do. I really those that do I really appreciate it, and you don't even have to comment but people do and they say really really nice things, and it really does it means a lot because we're all going through stuff, and yeah, it's just nice to it's good to get even the bad stuff is kind of funny to me, but it's also good feedback. Keeps me on my toes. But I have a lot going on, and I know there's a few people that might be annoyed because they've talked about wanting to get some art or something, but I'm just not good at that end of it, and that's not why I do this channel. I do it to encourage others to make art, and to make art that's better than mine, and to do it in a more, well, in their own way, but do it regardless. Don't be afraid. Don't wait. Don't wait or think there'll come a day when I have a studio where I can do this and this. No, you just find a corner of the frickin' room and you just start making art as much as you possibly can. Everywhere you go. Yeah. But obviously, do whatever you want to do. Just be cool. Just be cool doing it. The second that I get on these stupid sites and I just like YouTube and Instagram, they start like recommending videos, and I get stuck with doom scrolling, and that sort of stuff. And there's just so much confusion in the world. It's so silly and scary and terrible. It's very it's sad. It's very sad. Yeah. So it's an interesting time to be alive, but it's also one of the best times to be an artist because you really, I think, you would benefit from thinking outside of yourself and outside of your own bubble, and looking at different people's point of views and how they express themselves and how they think, what makes them tick, what influences them, what inspires them. And you'll see that you'll also find out that you have a lot more in common with people than you thought. When you find really important things that are common ground, as opposed to petty things that we can bicker and moan about all day. But we need to come together on very important things and create it in creative ways, and then we can hopefully change things. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm looking at it at night mostly. On that note, hello, baby. I have a question. Is that a wig? What do you mean? What do you mean? It's just a tie. I don't understand what the word wig means, I guess. You mean a wag? A wig wag? You mean a piece? A hair piece? You mean a woggle? For the chimps, they call them woggles. They give them human hair. No, this is not a wig. It's my friend Larry. I took this off a dead body as I took the tie off a dead body. Given the credit, nobody was using them. I scalped the bastard, and every night I plaster it onto my head, right where there's a big scar down the middle of mine where they took mine, right? And I wear Larry's hair every night, and I wear his body For I ate Larry's flesh. I'm not gonna lie. It tasted pretty good, like bacon. Kind of like chicken, kind of like bacon. Somewhere in the middle. I don't know. But it's true. If that's what you're asking, I'm pretty sure that's what you're asking. I have many wigs. I have many, many wigs. For I am a wig maker. Any more questions? This is also just a blacked out thing. It's my real tooth is there. See, it's right there. I mean, it's all good. It's CGI. But yeah. Other than that, it's very hot out here. I gotta crack the windows open and release the kraken, the wind. Let it come into the garage. But I can't open it when the neighbors are outside because they could hear every word I'm saying, and it kind of makes me self-conscious because they're like 2 feet away from where I'm, and I'll be out here talking in all these languages and stuff, or accents. I mean, I only speak about 13 languages out here at a time. It's not that weird, you know what I mean? So I just don't want them to, because I imagine what they think is that there's just this restaurant thing, this underground restaurant going on over here or something. And I have to reassure them, no, it's just a barbecue where we barbecue local people's cats, strays and stuff. I don't know, whatever. That's why I call it Stray Cat Alley cuisine. It's really, it's picking up. Business is picking up. Only, baby. Only. Got that right. Yeah. All right, here we go. That's right, baby. Check this shit out. Hold on. I know it's not in tune, but still. 15 languages on my list. I wish I could have kept going, but it's bound to piss somebody off. And I'm not here to piss people off. I'm here to lure them in, get their gold, preferably their tennis shoes if they're 2002s and newer. Mostly the hair on their body, most of the hair. I like making quilts out of human hair. And then we join the art club, which is next door in the warehouse. And there's like this automated thing that you step on and it locks your feet in and it drags you around this track. And you just learn how to be an artist along the way and so on and so forth. I'm not sure if you asked me this question or not, but I'm definitely answering it for some reason. I don't know. Right. And that's how I only know 13 languages. Because the machine broke down before I could learn the 15th, the 14th, 15th, and 16th. It's not my fault. It was my terrible education in the warehouse factory next door. Ugh. But now that I'm back and whole again and happy as a clam, I feel like I can go back and finally take those last three courses and finally learn the last 3 languages that the earth will ever know. I hope that was an adequate answer. I'm hungry. Damn, I'm hungry. Oh, my stomach. It feels like I'm gonna give birth to a watermelon with spaghetti inside of it, like rotten spaghetti. Oh. So yeah, I better go because I got stuff to do. I've got to go lay down and count sheep. I've got to go do the dishes and stuff and be productive. Yeah. I appreciate the company as always. Appreciate your voices. And I appreciate the gold. Thank you for... I just got the emails that had the gold in it. I really appreciate it. Whoever sent me those. I know they were anonymous, but I do appreciate it. Every little bit adds up, even if it is gold dust. I'll take what I can get. It's a burden, I know, but I'm willing to bear the burden of all that gold. So just keep that in mind is all. Just whenever you want to send it, just go ahead and send it as soon as possible. I would appreciate that. All right, Goldilocks. My little golden friends. It's golden hour, and yeah, gold, gold. Uh, Other than that, I do appreciate the company. Thanks for stopping by, and don't worry, I'll be putting more quick little weird videos out about art and stuff all the time to encourage you to keep making art. Because if you don't do it, who the who the who the f is? No, it's dirty. It's dirty work. It's hard work. Nobody said it was gonna be easy being an artist, but somebody's got to do it. Might as well be you. And if you have like a weirdo like me in your family that just can't stop drawing or doodling or something like that, encourage them. Believe me, in the future, before they're even 20, they might be able to, I don't know, be making paychecks, making some bomb ass money, some cash flow, bringing some cash flow into the house. Art, man. You can turn that right into fat money. I'm being dead ass right now. Later, Daniel. You take care of yourself, my friend. I really appreciate it, and I hope you've been feeling good. And I have been. Things have just been. Things haven't been going as expected, but sometimes that's exactly what you need, is for things to be somewhat out of the ordinary. You need to get out of your routine sometimes, so you can kind of, you need to shake things up, you know. I get like that sometimes, where I get so stuck on my everyday life, and I just do the same thing over and over and over and over. I'm very clinical or something when it comes to living, almost like OCD tendencies too. But I every once in a while, when I was younger, it was like every 2 years I would just change everything and move to different states and stuff. But that was back in the 1800s, when it was cheap to travel. Just before the car. So, I don't know. Still learning all these things too after all these years, which is cool. And don't ever stop learning and changing. Don't ever be set in your ways, or look at things in one rigid way, or listen to super rigid people. Listen to people that flow like water, you know, that understand what life is, this ever-changing, melting soup pot of existence that we just are in. We're thrust into it, whether we like it or not. Here we are. And we gotta live together. And I think art is a language that we can speak, and it's a universal language that can bring people together in positive ways. And mostly it does, which is awesome. So, on that note, I guess. Yeah. I would say be your own hero. Save yourself. Pull yourself out of the muck. That way you can learn how to do it, and then you can find others that need that help, and you can encourage them to do it so they can do it for themselves. Because nobody, if you really want to change, if you really want to be somebody else, and I'm still learning these lessons after all these years, you got to change it yourself. Nobody's gonna do it for you. If you want to quit drinking, if you want to quit smoking cigarettes, if you want to buy my book on how to quit smoking cigarettes and quit drinking, you're gonna have to buy it yourself. That's what I sound like Tony Robbins or something. But that's how I stopped drinking and smoking and partying and dancing with all those babes and pimping and popping. Damn, I miss those days. I mean, I'm happy where I am now. I come from the hood, but that doesn't mean I have to return there. Okay. Okay, now that I've probably offended the world. I'm not even that offensive, it's just the tie. People are like, dude, fix your tie. I'm like, oh god. It doesn't have one of those things in the back that holds it there. Anyways, I know that's super important, so on that, happy Wednesday, everybody. You take care of yourselves. I love you, and I hope the best for you. Danielle, again, thank you so much, baby. If you're watching, you take care of yourself. I'm trying to save up so I can go zombie hunting. So if anybody wants to chip in on that, I mean, no pressure, no pressure. But I would like to someday. So just let me know. Whatever, just let me go. Not the goal. Appreciate it.